evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Tuesday, January 6, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, Cabinet paper on tweaked motorcycle regulations to be presented next week. Transport Ministry and home builders reach agreement on movement of prefab homes. And SSB targets $3.2 million in returns from BEL debentures. We take a first break and return with the news in detail.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or star 100 pound key, use the Smart app, or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Still like one dream, because I say at the age of 63, I can say I own my own house. I can honestly say, and it get me weak. Before this, I was living on the mobile home, right? And then after a while, it started to go in and start to lock up and things.
1, 2, 3.
Actually, I may give up. I used to cry and night time. I said, Lord, please. And there comes Miss Mar. They always say, if you're not serious about something, don't pray for it. Don't pray about it. And I ask my God, please lead the Good Samaritan to me.
The housing program of the government of Belize, which is administered through the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing, is definitely, without question, one of the best programs our government has to offer, providing an opportunity for Belizeans who are in need to own their own home. And so I'm very, very happy for Ms. Beverly Harris and her family. She has been asking for support and help with her home for a long time. And I'm very, very glad that with the kind support of the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing, that we were able to get this done for her.
I'm thankful. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give 20. I love it. I love it.
As the year comes to a close, let's reflect on a year defined by progress, resilience, and a commitment to people. Throughout 2025, the Belize City Council remained focused on delivering tangible results while laying the groundwork for a smarter, safer, and more resilient city. This year, physical infrastructure remained a cornerstone of our work. A total of 17,437 linear feet of street were successfully rehabilitated using chip and seal or concrete construction, improving access and mobility across neighborhoods. In addition, a total of 350 manhole covers were replaced. Our sanitation and drainage efforts have also been intensified. This year, our team recorded 94,229 linear feet of drains dug and cleaned, strengthening flood mitigation and public health outcomes. To better serve residents, our fleet capacity expanded significantly. This year saw the addition of 5 electric pickup trucks, 7 diesel pickups, and 3 utility trucks, enhancing service delivery to our residents. The council also received a second garbage compactor truck, generously donated by the government of Japan, joining the first compactor previously donated. A third compactor was purchased to further strengthen night crew operations and our fight against garbage hotspots. As part of our broader smart city initiatives to improve traffic management and pedestrian safety, new traffic light systems were installed at the intersection of Vernon Street and East Colette Canal and corner King and Regent Streets, bringing the city's total to 9 systems. We continued our city beautification efforts and, in collaboration with the Belize Tourism Board, planted 10 royal palms at Battlefield Park. Our commitment to social infrastructure continues to translate into meaningful community impact. As part of our community wellness efforts, we delivered more free health clinics and health fairs, supported initiatives like the Autism Walk and World AIDS Day, and co-hosted sporting events like the 2025 Belize City Half Marathon and the annual triathlon. Once again, we proudly hosted the 8th annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony, featuring the Francis Renault Christmas Concert Series, reaffirming our dedication to tradition, culture, and shared community moments. Local economic activity grew through our downtown super sales, continuation of the Mahogany Street Marketplace initiative, and new community events, creating opportunities for over 120 small businesses and local entrepreneurs. One of those new events is the Midweek Wine Down Series, a fresh way for residents to connect, network, and unwind. Our property tax incentive program offered meaningful financial relief with structured discounts throughout the first quarter and a 35% discount for senior citizens year-round. Youth development continued to expand in both reach and impact. The Mayor for a Day initiative provided mentorship and leadership exposure, while targeted programs such as Mengage, Lead Hership, the Youth Connect Summer Blast, Pee Wee Basketball League, and Math and English summer programs welcomed hundreds of young people. Additionally, our second student hub was launched, marking another milestone and manifesto promise, while the first hub continues to serve students daily. Smart City initiatives accelerated throughout the year. We successfully launched e-ridership cards and our e-taxi service with 4 electric vehicles, which have served over 5,000 passengers, and celebrated the first anniversary of the e-bus service, which has served over 250,000 passengers. On the global stage, Belize City was invited to engage with leading urban innovators at the Smart City Summit and Expo in Taiwan, the Smart City Expo World Congress in Spain, and C40 World Mayors Summit in Brazil, where the Council's e-mobility project was named a finalist under the Clean, Reliable Transportation category for the 2025 Local Leaders Awards. At the same time, the Council continued to strengthen local, regional, and international partnerships. Through Mayor Wagner's intervention at the European Parliament in Belgium, Belize City helped reinforce the importance of decentralized cooperation, where cities and national governments work alongside international partners to meet local needs. The impending reconstruction of the Belcan Bridge and the Swing Bridge demonstrates how international partnerships can directly support communities at the local level. Through CIMO, the Council signed on to the UNDRR's Making Cities Resilient 2030 initiative and hosted 2 workshops under the program, strengthening our preparedness and resilience for the future. Progress on the floating boardwalk project continued with feasibility reaffirmed in November, bringing this transformative vision closer to reality. Looking ahead, our focus remains on strategic infrastructure development, expanding digital access and services, advancing the floating boardwalk and Yabra Fish Market revitalization, and continuing to grow our e-bus fleet. On behalf of Mayor Wagner, the City Councilors, and our entire Belize City Council family, we thank you for your trust, your engagement, and your belief in what we can achieve together. Here's to continued progress in 2026. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The Ministry of Transportation is set to present another paper at the Cabinet meeting next week regarding new policies to regulate the use of motorcycles. This will include changes regarding the requirement for a training to obtain a motorcycle license. The measure was to come into effect at the beginning of this year, but had to be delayed due to public outcry. CEO Chester Williams today outlined some of the changes they are proposing.
We have also looked at the category of persons who may be required to be trained. We have gone from 5 years to 2 years. So persons who are licensed riders for 2 to 5 years with no infraction will not be required to take no training. Persons who are licensed riders with 2 to 5 years and have infraction, they will be required to undergo the training, as well as new applicants will also have to take the training. Persons with 5 or more years riding experience with license will also not be required to take the training. So that has tremendously reduced the amount of persons who will be required to take the training. And I believe that it is a more reasonable approach. We have heard people saying that they have been riding for 10, 15 years with no infraction, so why must they take the training? So these are things that the Prime Minister have listened to, and based on his recommendations and cabinet recommendations, we are looking to see how we can move certain things and make it more accommodating, while at the same time maintaining the spirit of training people who need to be trained in order for them to be able to be more safer on the highway.
The ministry is also proposing a subsidy for those who will be required to take the training, but there is no guarantee it will be accepted. Home builders balked when the Ministry of Transport abruptly decided that prefab homes could no longer be transported on our roadways, requiring instead that they be moved in parts and assembled at their destination. The builders said it would be to the detriment of the buyers, who would feel the pinch from a big jump in cost. The decision was taken after 2 motorists lost their lives on crashing into prefab homes being transported on the highways. After a meeting with the home builders, Transport CEO Chester Williams says they arrived at an agreement on what can be done, and that will also be presented to Cabinet next week.
There is nothing to suggest that their death had anything to do with any failure on the part of the people who transported these homes. They were in compliance with all the procedures and everything. There was adequate warning period and everything. So there is nothing to suggest that the movement of the houses by them contributed to the death of these individuals. That being the case, it would be unfair to have them suffer to some extent from what happened in respect of those incidents. And so what we're doing now, our ministry have put together a cabinet paper that is going to cabinet next week when cabinet meets on Tuesday of next week, for cabinet to consider the recommendations that were made during the meeting that we had with the home builders. The recommendations are sound and reasonable. The main thing from the recommendations is that the home builders agree that homes that are constructed 20 feet wide or less will be able to be transported wholesome. And anything constructed more than 20 feet wide will have to be taken in parts. That again is reasonable because if the house being transported is 20 feet or less, it allows more space on the other side of the road for vehicles or for traffic to be able to flow. Another thing that was agreed to was that there's going to be load hailers in the rear and front guard, as well as the amber lights, flashing amber lights, to indicate to incoming traffic that there is some oversized load being carried either in front or behind, whichever vehicles you're talking about. And then we also are looking at seeing how more or what more they can do to illuminate the houses whilst being transported, again to ensure that there is proper visibility of the house on the road.
They have also agreed to put out a public notice 2 days prior to the transportation of a home. Last week, we told you about the proposal investment by the Social Security SSB Board via a 2-year term deposit at Heritage Bank to generate over $500,000 in interest total. In addition to this, the SSB is also proposing to invest in Belize Electricity Limited debentures valued at $7.14 million. However, the SSB says it would be getting the 71,399 debentures at a discounted price and would pay approximately $6.3 million instead. The annual interest income at 6% effective yield annually is estimated $321,300 for a total of $3.2 million over the life of the instrument and full repayment of principal at maturity. SSB explains that the debentures are, quote, part of BEL's long-term financing program to support infrastructure upgrades, grid modernization, and system reliability, or the oversight of the Public Utilities Commission, end quote. In its own case, the SSB says the proposed investment forms part of its, quote, broader strategy to prudently manage its fund by earning stable long-term income, maintaining adequate liquidity, and safeguarding contributors' funds while meeting future benefit obligations, end quote. Transport CEO Chester Williams has blamed recent rains for the apparent overflow of raw sewage onto the street from the sewer at the Belize City Novelos bus terminal over the weekend. That terminal, along with the Belmopan bus terminal, are to be upgraded with funds totaling $2 million, approved by Cabinet in the third week of October 2025. The works at the Belize City Terminal are to include concreting and raising of the terminal grounds, as well as putting in proper drainage. And yes, 4 new bathrooms are to be installed to replace the existing below-standard stalls. Williams said the works for the Belize City Terminal will likely not start until April.
It's rather unfortunate that our commuters have to continue to endure the pain of the usage of those terminal facilities, particularly in Belize City. I have said before that we are going to renovate the terminals, and that is being done. I am sure that you all are aware that Cabinet has approved the finance or the funds to retrofit the Belmopan and Belize City terminals. I wish that the process was more quicker, because I have the money, right? I have the money, but I can't do nothing with the money until I can follow the process outlined in awarding of contracts to any contractor to undergo the retrofitting. So we're working with the Ministry of Infrastructure. We don't have any architect in our ministry. We don't have any builders in our ministry. And so we rely on Ministry of Infrastructure to do the architectural drawing for us in terms of what we want. They have commenced the drawing. I was expecting to get it before the Christmas, but I do understand the tedious nature of the work and the amount of work that they must do, and so they have not completed the drawing as yet. I am hoping that it will be completed by the end of this month. Once we get the drawing, then again, Ministry of Infrastructure is going to help us in putting together the bidding documents, including the bill of quantity. And once that is done, then we're going to publish. The law requires that we must publish for 3 consecutive weeks in a newspaper. So I believe that if we were to get it done by the end of this month, we publish for 3 weeks in the month of February. In March, we do the site visit with those who would have applied, and then perhaps the end of March, we do the opening of the bid. And I do not foresee us commencing the Belize City Terminal before the end of this fiscal year.
In the case of the Belmopan terminal, construction is already underway for the renovation of the building itself. As to the compound, the tender should go out by the end of this week. After the break, former Compol declines to comment on release of Joseph Budna original kidnapping footage. Stay tuned.
When Shell V-Power flows through your engine, confidence flows through you. Choose the fuel that 100% cleans critical engine parts. and keeps your engine performing like new.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. We continue to serve you.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Halititani wahale bungi buago Halititani wahale wadure me buago Lupidi agu yu Hatilga pali Fara ya ubo wago Lagoro bunyadi bu Lagoro bunyadi bu Wabure me.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Sir, your item is ready for viewing.
Is that all?
This is everything.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I can help right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
The media, the opposition, and some civil society organizations have appealed to the Belize Police Department to release the original footage of the August 2025 kidnapping of Joseph Budnas, a stone's throw away from the Orange Walk police station. However, all those pleas have been ignored. Today, when we asked the former Commissioner of Police, Chester Williams, what policy exists about the release of footage to the public, he declined to comment.
Is it that we cannot have that footage? I know that, for instance, when that incident occurred at the PGIA, I think it was, you all released footage to dispel. At other times, a lot of footage has come out. Why can't we have this footage? I want your perspective as former commissioner.
I would not comment on that, Marisol. That is a matter for the Commissioner of Police to deal with, to decide whether or not he believes the footage should be released to the public. And so I'll leave it at that.
But it should be released to the DPP, correct?
I would want to think if the DPP do get a file, the file should be accompanied by the video footage, yes.
In political news, in an appearance this morning on the Fusting the Morning talk show on the United Democratic Party's Wave Radio, party leader Honorable Tracy Panton discussed details of the rebuilding efforts underway. Panton said the UDP must reorganize and rebrand itself as a strong and credible alternative for Belizeans, and noted that their focus is on restoring unity, discipline, and a clear vision for the country. She added that it goes beyond party politic, as Belize's democracy, sovereignty, and national security are at stake. She outlined the measures that have been taken thus far and outlined next steps.
We received some criticism, but we can address those criticisms. We have appointed our Central Executive Committee. We are having a strategic planning meeting with all caretakers and standard bearers from the 16th to the 18th of January. We've gotten help from the Leadership Institute out of Washington, supported by our Caribbean Democrat Union, of which I'm the vice president, the vice chair. And we are starting our visits to all caucuses, the 4 caucuses we have. We have the Northern Caucus, the Western Caucus, the Southern Caucus, the Central Caucus, so we can begin our preparedness for the municipal elections, because we have to start yesterday to get ready for that. It's also important for the listening public to know that we will be visiting all 31 constituencies, and we're not just visiting the executive committees. It will be a larger meeting with the membership of the UDP in these constituencies, so we can hear from the people. We can understand, and we did it during the campaign, and we're going to go back now to tighten the nuts and bolts as we prepare ourselves to take on governance and to be more engaged in the national issues that are affecting families, that are affecting farmers, that are affecting small entrepreneurs, that are affecting big business in this country. It is important that we hear from you.
Panton has indicated that further announcements on organizational changes and policy priorities will follow in the coming weeks. In the meantime, the party has announced its shadow cabinet, which is considered the government in waiting. Its members mirror the roles of government ministers, scrutinizing policies and holding the ruling party accountable while preparing alternative policies in the event their party wins power. We highlight some of the more notable designations. Panton herself would be responsible for the finance, economic transformation, investment, commerce, consumer affairs, enterprise, and e-governance portfolios, supported by Cecil Jenkins as Minister of State for Commerce, Consumer Affairs, and Enterprise. Carlos Zetina has been designated Shadow Minister of State for E-Governance. Honorable Hugo Pat would be in charge of natural resources, petroleum, and mining, while Honorable Miguel Guerra is assigned Agriculture, Food Security, and New Growth Industries, assisted by Alden Tasher as Minister of State. Infrastructure Development and Housing would fall under Honorable Lee Mark Chang. Tourism, Civil Aviation, Diaspora Relations, Culture, Youth, and Sports would be overseen by Honorable Godwin Haylock, with Dale Palayo serving as Shadow Minister of State for Culture, Youth, and Sports. Senator Patrick Faber is assigned to Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, Education, and Science and Technology, supported by Martin Rivera as Shadow Minister of State for Science and Technology. Senator Sheena Pitts has been assigned the Ministry of the Attorney General, while Senator Gabriel Zetina is Shadow Minister for the Blue Economy and Marine Conservation. Khalid Bilal is to be in charge of Immigration, Labor and Governance, and Dr. Omar Vasquez is responsible for Health and Wellness, supported by Dr. Abraham Flowers as Shadow Minister of State. Sustainable Development and Climate Change would fall under Dr. Omar Figueroa. Home Affairs and Citizen Security are assigned to Edward Broster. Transport and Logistics would fall under German Tillett, with Albert Fernandez serving as Shadow Minister of State. National Defense and Border Security go to Antonio Herrera, while Human Development, Family Support, and Gender Affairs go to Earth Lopez, and Public Service and Union Affairs to Andy Yam. The administrative leadership of the Shadow Cabinet is supported by Kerry Bilal as Cabinet Secretary and Daniil Neal as Chief Press Officer. Last month, a leader of the Belize People's Front, Nancy Marin, spoke of her plans of establishing Stop the Bleed training sessions in Belize, which is an initiative to train civilians and first responders to assist in the aftermath of accidents. These sessions, which are free and are a collaboration with the University of Missouri, begin this week in San Ignacio. Marin said she is also partnering with the Ministry of Home Affairs, and certain officers will receive the training. Marin said she would like to eventually take the initiative into schools.
And so the Stop the Bleed project is to equip, train, certify other people, common people, to save lives. And that is the main focus of the project. Here in San Ignacio, we are doing it on Thursday, and we're doing community health workers. I believe some members of the Jaguar Scouts will be doing it. We have a couple tour guides that signed up. And so it's open to the community here in San Ignacio. And then on Friday, we have partnered with the Ministry of Home Affairs, the police department, and we will be training at the police training school. And there we will be training 80 officers. I believe they are officers that they recruited from around the country. So it's a project that I do want to continue. We want to have a training every year, and hopefully soon we can do maybe 2 or 3 per year, because it is important. I would like to start training teachers and prefects in schools, bus drivers, everybody that is on the road and handles life. I think sadly the rise of crime, I wish that I could erase it, but because I can't do anything about that at the moment, I try to find ways that we can save lives and secure our loved ones. And that's why our next project, I really want it to be in our schools. so that our students can help. Of course, they'll choose responsible students, the prefixes, and the school can guide us in that direction.
In police news, a woman has taken to social media to complain that her husband, who was on his way to work, was beaten today over a bus seat and left on the side of the highway. She reported that her husband boarded a Sartineja bus at the Orange Walk temporary bus terminal after 8 a.m. and sat in an empty seat that had no indication it was reserved. She claims that her husband was later beaten over the seat. According to the woman, he remained on the bus but was attacked again near Carmelita, where attackers placed a bucket over his head, beat him, then tried to take his cell phone. He was eventually left on the roadside near Carmelita. The woman complained that neither the conductor, the driver, nor fellow passengers intervened. The bus company has not responded to the allegations. After the break, Belmopan taxi driver charged with a sexual assault of minor. Stay with us.
Want all the postpaid perks without the commitment? Now you can with Smart Supercharged prepaid plans. All the talk, text, and data you need. No contracts, no hassle. Pay upfront for your package and enjoy total freedom. No commitments. Just simple, flexible plans that fit your life. Pick your power, Core, Edge, or Prime. Prepaid plans ready when you ready. Commit to no commitments and get yours today. Dial 7526 or star 100 pound key. Use the Smart app or visit a Gimme Dollar agent to purchase today. Smart, bringing people together.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria. Con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente, ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m. en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Remember, not all light bulbs are created equal. Our lighting department offers a wide assortment of light fixtures and accessories to suit your style. So stop in today and get the right illumination for your homecation. And don't forget your B-Box when you make a purchase. Benny's, quality and savings.
Alipitani wahali bungi buago. Alipitani wahali wabure me buago. Lupini agu you. Hagiga bali ufara ya ubo wago. Lagoro bunyadi bu. Lagoro bunyadi bu. Wabure me.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature, accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness, and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
Still like one dream, because I say at the age of 63, I can say I own my own house. I can honestly say, and it get me weak. Before this, I was living on the mobile home, right? And then after a while, it started to go in and start to lock up and things.
1, 2, 3.
Actually, I give up. I used to cry and like time I said, Lord, please. And there comes Miss Mar. They always say, if you're not serious about something, don't pray for it. Don't pray about it. And I ask my God, please lead the Good Samaritan to me.
The housing program of the government of Belize, which is administered through the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing, is definitely, without question, one of the best programs our government has to offer, providing an opportunity for Belizeans who are in need to own their own home. And so I'm very, very happy for Ms. Beverly Harris and her family. She has been asking for support and help with her home for a long time. And I'm very, very glad that with the kind support of the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing, that we were able to get this done for her.
I'm thankful. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give 20. I love it. I love it.
Police have arrested and charged 29-year-old Wilbert Cowell, a taxi driver from Belmopan, after he was accused of inappropriately touching a 13-year-old girl. According to the minor, she was at an Asian establishment on Saturday in Belmopan when the incident occurred. ASP Stacy Smith said he was charged with sexual assault.
On Saturday, 3rd January 2026, Belmopan police formally arrested and charged Wilbert Cowell, a 29-year-old taxi driver of Belmopan, for the crime of sexual assault. This arrest follows police investigation into a report made by a 13-year-old minor who stated that she had visited a Chinese establishment when a male person who was unknown to her approached her and touched her inappropriately.
A homeowner reported to police on Sunday that his home security system alerted him of movement at his home in Armenia Village, Cayo. Police arrived at the residence in time to catch the burglar in the act. He has been identified as 27-year-old Elvis Larios of Armenia and has been charged with burglary.
On Sunday, January 4, 2026, Belmopan police formally arrested and charged 27-year-old Elvis Larios, a Belizean construction worker of Armenia Village, for the crime of burglary. The arrest of Larios follows police's response to a burglary in progress at a residence in Armenia Village. The homeowner, who was away at that time, reported to police that his security system alerted him to some movement at his property, and when police made checks at that residence, they found Mr. Larios therein, and in his possession were 2 items belonging to the homeowner.
An innocent man was injured during a violent incident on Key Cocker Sunday, January 4th. According to a police report, a fight broke out at a residence on Marvin Gainey Street sometime around 5:45 p.m. between 2 men. 47-year-old Charles Sanford, a Canadian national, happened to be passing the door as one of the men was throwing a 2x4 piece of board that hit him to the head. He was hospitalized in a critical but stable condition at the KHMH. The 2 men involved in the altercation have been detained. And on Sunday, January 4th, sometime around 9 p.m., there was a house fire in Balama Phase 4. Upon arrival, officers met 32-year-old Damian Sanchez, a Belizean call center agent, who reported that his zinc house, measuring 20 by 20 feet and elevated 8 feet off the ground, had been set ablaze. Sanchez said he secured the house on Monday, December 29th, and was alerted of the fire by a neighbor. Firefighters extinguished the blaze. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. The property and its contents were not insured, and the value of the damage is unknown. And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BH&I app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.